Am I audible? Okay, thank you. So we have been discussing a non-linear data structure, and specifically uh, we have started with discussion on tree, and we have discussed one version of tree that is called a binary tree. Binary tree means that every node has always at the max two children, right? So like we have in any tree, we can have multiple children as well, but in case of binary tree, we always have two child or one child or no child for any tree. That means this is not a binary tree, because in this case, this node A has 1, 2, and 3 children. So this is not a binary tree. But when you see this tree is a binary tree. The reason for that is every node is having either a zero child, one child, or two children, right? So this is a binary tree. Now, as we have discussed that any tree has to be represented in form of some standard data structure or some linear data structure, I should say. So similarly, binary tree can be represented using a linear data structure called linked list, where a node is pointing to another node. So this is basically a linked list, but the way it is, the structure of the node is created in such a way that it can help us to represent the binary tree. So what this node has, it has basically three components. First component indicates the data part. So if you see this is your data, A, B, C, right? Similarly, you have another structure or a pointer which is pointing to the new node. So if I write the structure for this, then this is how it looks like. So struct node, as we know that there is one data. So let's say that data is of type character. So character data, and then you have two pointer of the same data type. One is a left pointer, second is right pointer. This will be the structure of binary tree or a structure of a node within a binary tree. So it's a very simple to understand that any data, if you want to represent this, so if I now have the address of this node, so if that means a root node, then I can traverse through any node inside a tree using these pointers. Let's say I want to reach at E. So what I have to do is you have to simply start with A, then you will go to the left of A, so that you will find B, and then you go to the right of B, there you will find E. So what I mean to convey is that using this representation, what you can do is you can search inside any node within a tree, you can traverse within a binary tree. So I hope up to this point it is clear. Now we move forward. This is what we have discussed actually, right? So now we move forward to the next topic, that is called a traversal. Now, what is traversal? Traversal is basically, wait a minute. Okay. So let's discuss a traversal on this. So basically, what is traversal? Traversal means that we want to search or we want to represent this tree in a, or we want to search something within a tree. So that's the simple meaning of traversal. Traversal means, let's say you want to find out something inside a tree, whether it exists or not. That means a search operation. So for that you require to traverse this tree. That means traversal means scanning each and every node. Now, as this is a non-linear data structure, again you have to traverse in a linear manner only. But when you search through it, there should be assurance that each and every node is covered. So for that particular case, there exists basically three methods of traversal. First is called in-order traversal. Second is called pre-order traversal, and third is called post-order traversal. And I think this diagram represents what in-order means, what pre-order means, and what post-order means, right? So let us first focus on this diagram. What it means that whenever you have, these are the non-linear nodes, right? So this is a node, that means uh, from where you want to traverse. Then you have some left part of it, then you have some right part of it. So I should say something like this. I think this represents a better way. Right? So you have some node and then you have some left tree or left subtree and right subtree. So what this in-order traversal means, that in-order traversal means that you first traverse the left subtree, then visit node, and then visit right subtree. Again, in case of pre-order, is different. What is different? The order is the only difference. Here, what we are visiting first, here we are visiting node first. So that means you will first visit this node, and then you will visit the left subtree, and then you visit the right subtree. In case of post-order traversal, you start with the left subtree. That means you traverse the entire left subtree first, then you finish right subtree, and then you visit node value. So I think it's very easy to understand, but it requires an explanation by this example. So let's try to find out the traversal for this tree, right? So I hope this screen is visible. Let me check. Okay. So let's say this is just the cover, right? So I want to find out the traversal for this tree. Okay. So that means I want to find out the traversal for this entire tree. So obviously I will start with the node A. And let's say I'm interested in in-order traversal. Okay. So what the in-order traversal rule says that you first go to the left node and right. So what is the left of A? A is the root node. Always traversal starts with the root node. So the left of A is what? This, right? This entire subtree is the left of node A. So that means when you start traversing A, first you will reach at B. Okay. Again, B is not a single node. So again, you will follow the same principle. What it says for B, if you want to find out the traversal for B, then again you go to the left of B. So what is the left of B? This, right? Again for D, you go to the left of D. So what is the left of D now? This. Okay. Again for H, you go to the left of H. Is there anything on the left of H? No, null. So that means for H, left is null. So that means nothing will be printed, or we will not visit anything. So what is the next rule says that Remember, we are traversing this edge. So what the rule says, left, then node. What is the node value? H. So that means my traversal or in-order traversal will start with the H actually, in case of this tree. So again, is there anything on the right of H? No. So that means traversal for this component is over. Remember this we have came via this. Okay. So that means left is over. So what is the next? Next is node. So what is the node of this? It is D. So that means my second will be D. Then right of D. Again, anything on the left of I? No. So then node value. So that is I. Right. So that means this left part is over now. So remember, we are actually interested in this left, right? So again, for this left is over. So what is the node value now? It's B. So what is the next node in traversal? It's B. Once left is over, node is over, you go to the right. So that means you are going to the right part of B. So something like this. Again, is there anything on the left of E? No. Is there anything? So that means after B, you will traverse through E. Is there anything on the right of E? No. That means this is over. Right? So this entire left part is over. Again, once this is over, for this node, for A, right? So obviously, the next will be A. Again, what is next? Once you are done with left, once you are done with node, you go to the right part. Okay. Again, for right, rules is the same. You want to find out the in-order traversal for C. So again, rule is the same. So for C, it is left first. Again, for F, it is left first. There is nothing on left, so that's why it is J. There is nothing on right, so you go to the next F. Right? So for this particular case, we have done with the left part, that is J. So what is next now? Node. So that means the next node in this case is F. In left is over, so next is left is over, so next is C. Then right of C, what is on the right of C? It is something like this. Then again, what is on the left of G? Left of G is null, so obviously the next will be G. Then right of G is A. So this will be the in-order traversal for this entire tree, right? You have to first check whether all the nodes are covered or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So this is how you find out the in-order traversal. Now, if you don't want to visit this and you just have been given this tree, then it's very simple. You start with the root node. In-order traversal says that left node right. So you go to the left, again go to the left, again go to the left, again go to the left, node. So that will be the first value, then right, nothing. Again go to the node, D, right, nothing. Left, node, right, nothing. So this left is over, then node. So B, then right, again left, nothing. Node, E, right, nothing. Back. Again this is over, so node, A, right. Remember, when you reach at this, you will not straight away write C because the first is left. So before you print C or before you visit C, you should go to the left of C. So after A, you go to the left of C, again left of F, again left of J, nothing on left of J. So you then go to the node value of J. So J. Then right, nothing. Again go back, node F, right, nothing. Go back, C, right. Again go to the left, nothing. So you visit node G and then K. So this is in order traversal of right. So let's discuss the next technique, that is pre-order traversal. Now what we do inside pre-order traversal, right? So you have to first observe this rule set. What it says, node left and right. So that means you will start traversal with the node value. So node left and right. So node left and right. So node value is A. So that means the first will be A. Then left. What is the left of A? This is the left of A. This entire subtree is left of A. Again, for this subtree, you first visit the node value. What is the node value? It's B. So B comes first. Then left. What is the node of left of B? It is this subtree. Again, for this subtree, first is node. So this is first. Again, for this, first is left. Then for this, first is node. So that means you will get H. Again, for this, once node is done, you go to the left. So nothing is there. Go to the right, nothing is there. So that means this is over. Now again go back to this. Again, when you go back to this, what happens is you have done with the node, you have done with the left. So what remains is the right one. So again you go to the right. First is node. So you print I. Then go to the left of I, nothing. Right of I, nothing. Right? So that means I is done. As well as this D is done. So that means left is done. So node is done, left is done. So what remains is the right part. So what is there on the right of B? It's E. So node first, right? Again left, nothing on the left of E, so null, nothing on the right of E, so null. So that means you will finish with this, right? This part. So once you are done with this part, rule says that node left and right. Right. So now we are interested in this part. Again, rule says node. So node means first is C. Then left of C, rule says node first. So F will be first. Then again rule says node first. So J. Again rule says left, right, null, null. So J is done. Go back to F. Node done, left done, right. Right is null. So that means F is done. Go back to C. Node done, left done, so right. What is on the right? Right, you have a subtree. Again, rule says node first. So G, then left. Nothing on the left, so null. Then go back. Sorry, then you will go to the right. On right, you have only one node, so node first. K. Then right, nothing. Right. So this is a pre-order traversal of this tree, right? You have to remember is that node will be searched first. That means node will be displayed first. So then node. So here, if you start from here, now just concentrate on my mouse pointer, I think. So first you will start with the node. So A, then left part. Again for left, node first. So B, left, node first. D, node first, left. Sorry, H. Node first, H, then left, null, then right, null. So go back to H. Left is done, so right. Node first, so I. Left, null, right, null. Go back, go back. Left, done, so right. Node first, so E. Then left, null, right, null. Go back, back, right? Then you have a this is done, right? Once you reach at this, so that means left part is done. Then you go to the right part. Again for right part, node first, so C, then left. Node first, so F, then left. Node first, so J, then left. Nothing, so right. Done, back. Right, nothing, back. Right, node first, G, left. Nothing, right. K, again node first, left. Nothing, right, nothing, back, 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 right? So this is how pre-order traversal performs. And finally, let's discuss the post-order traversal for the same example. Remember, we are interested in finding post-order traversal for this tree, and the root node is A. So obviously your traversal will start with the root node. What post-order traversal rule says? Left, right, and node. Right, so you will first visit the left subtree, then right subtree, and then finally node. So if you start with A, so you will first visit the left subtree, right? Again you visit the left subtree. Again you visit the left subtree. Again you visit the left subtree. Nothing else there. So you visit the right subtree. Nothing is there. So then you print node. So for this, H will be the first node. Okay. So that means left is done. So right now, again for this left first, nothing is there. Right, nothing is there. So node. So that means the next will be I. Again left done, right done. So node. Okay. So for this subtree, left done, right done. So node value. So this comes here D. Then again, this left is done, right? So you go to the right. Again for this, you go to the left first. So is there anything on the left of E? So no, null. Then right, null. So then you go to the node. So that's why you print E. So now you have done with the left part, you have done with the right part. That means you are on this tree, and then you have done with the left and right. So what remains is the B. Okay. So that means now this subtree traversal is over. So that means for A, left is over. So rule says that you go to the right next. So I'm going to the right. Again for this subtree, if you want to find out post order traversal, then left first. Okay, for F, left first. For J also left first. But there is nothing on left, so null. Then right, null. Then node. So that's why you hit this J. So left is done, so right, nothing is there, so node. So that's why you get F. Okay, so that means this is done. So left is done, so now you go to the right. Again for G, left first, right? But there is nothing on the left of G, so null. Then right. Okay, so you come here, so there is something on the right of G, so that is, okay, I should not write K just now. What I should check now first is left of K. Is there anything on the left of K? No, so null. Right of K, null. Then you print the node value. So that's why now I will print K. So that means left done, right done. So that means next is G. Now again for this subtree, okay, F is over, G is over, so that remains C. And now finally left part is over, right part is over, so now you will print A. So that's why this is how post order traversal looks like for this tree, right? So I hope this three technique is clear. Uh, if you again go to this post order traversal, if you start with A, left, 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 right, print, so H, right, left, right, print, so I, again back, so node value, so print D, left done, so right, left, null, right, null, so print, so E, then left done, right done, so now node value, so B, left done, so you go to the right, left, 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 right, node, so J, left done, so right, nothing is there, so node value, so F, left done, so you go to the right, left, null, so right, K, node G, node C, node A. Okay, so this is how a binary tree traversal is performed. You might be thinking about why do we require this traversal. The reason for that is whenever you want to search something inside the nonlinear data structure, you need to find out some linear way to do it. Linear way means that your approach should cover each and every node, and this is how it can be done. These are the three major technique for traversals in binary tree. So in order, pre-order and post-order. There are some interesting property of this which you should note down. First, if you observe the post-order traversal, if you want to verify whether the traversal which you have created is right or wrong, then you must observe the last node. Last node has to be the root node. If it's a post-order traversal, then last node has to be the root node. If it's a pre-order traversal, first node has to be the root node. Okay. And if it's any order traversal, the root node has to be somewhere in between. So neither the first node or nor the second, the last node. I'm not saying it has to be at the middle of it. Okay, it can be anywhere between first and the last, but it cannot be first and last. If there are more than one node inside a or more than three node inside binary tree. Right? So I hope this is clear. And why am I saying this? Because there is a method by which if you have been given a traversal, let's say you've been given this string and this string, you can generate tree as well. Okay, we will discuss that method as well, but not today. But what the rule says that you must have in order traversal and you must have either of these two, so either pre-order or post-order traversal. Once you have this string plus this or this string, then you can generate this tree. Okay, so that's, we'll discuss how it can be done. Okay, but not today. So is there any doubt in this? Yes, anyone? So it's very tricky actually. When you have been given some tree, you should be careful about. It sounds very easy, but when you write that in an examination with that pressure of writing the answer and doing it within a time limit, sometimes we may make mistakes, and this is very popular example or popular question, mind well, for the examination, that you will be given some tree and you will be asked to find out the in order, pre-order and post-order traversal, or it may be reverse. That means you will be given a traversal and you will be asked to generate a tree from that. So if there are no doubt in this, then I will discuss one example of that reverse case. So if you have any doubt, you can say. Otherwise, we will discuss one example in which you have been given traversal and we want to generate the tree from it. Okay. So let me pick the question from the question bank itself. Okay, so let's pick this. What it says that construct a binary search tree from the following traversals. In order is this and post order is this. Okay, so let's take this example and construct a binary tree from this. What is being given is in order traversal. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 7. This is order and the order is given 4, 3, 6, 5, 7. Okay, so these two are given. Okay. Now, first thing which you should understand is that either of pre-order or post-order has to be there and in-order must be there. Okay. एग्जाम में कभी भी आपको ऐसा पूछा गया कि प्री ऑर्डर गिवन एंड पोस्ट ऑर्डर गिवन, देन it's an incorrect question, right? You cannot derive tree from pre and post. You can only derive tree from in and pre or in and post. That's the first thing which you should understand. And then you can apply your logic that in pre-order traversal, the first node is the root node. In post-order, last node is the root node. So first thing you should identify is that what is my root node, because that will lead to the tree. So what is my root node? Because it's a pre-order traversal, 9 is my root node. Okay. Now once you have this root node, remember in-order traversal says that left node and right. So anything on the left of node is the left of, sorry, anything mentioned on this traversal, if anything is there on the left of node, it is in the left subtree. So now we have to observe this left in order traversal. What is there on the left of? That should be understood first. So you have what is on the left of 9? You have 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and 7. What is on the right? It's 17, 20, and 22. So this you can derive from in order traversal. Okay. Now again for this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is there on the left. Again for this subtree you have to find out the root node. So observe this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. Where is it? 4, 3, 5, 6, 5, 7. Again it's a pre-node, pre-order traversal. The first node will be a root node. So that means for this subtree, what is my root node? 4. Okay. Again you observe this. Anything on the left of 4, P is on the left of 4, and 5, 6, 7 is on the right of 4. Okay. If there is only one node, then there will not be any case of looking it further. So what you have to do is simply create a node and say it's 3. When you have more than one node, 5, 6, 7, again you have to find out what is the root node in this subtree. 5, 6, 7 that you can find from here. It's 6, 5, 7. That means the 6 is the root node. Okay. 6 is the root node. Now in-order traversal rule says that anything on the left of 6 is in the left of 6. So that is 5, and then you have 7. So that means now you have a 5 and 7. Okay. So this is how we have created the left part. Similarly, you can create the right part. So 7, 20, and 22. Again, you observe this, find out what is the root node. Root node is 17. So that means the right part, the root node is 17. So what is on the left of 17? It's 20 and 22. And what is on the left of what was on the right of the 17 is 20 and 22. What is on the left? So nothing is there on the left. So that means 17 will not have any left child. Again, for this, find out who is the root node. 22. So 22 is the root node. Okay. So 22 is the root node and 20 is on the left of 22. That means 20 is here. Because there is only one node, what you can do is something like this. Okay. So this is how you can create a binary tree from traversal. I hope this is also clear. You have to check two things. First, find out the root node. That will give you the left part and right part. Then again, for every left part, you repeat the same thing. Find out the root node, left, right. Find out the root node, left, right. Till you generate this tree. So I hope this is clear. Any doubt? Anyone? Okay. So that's all for today, I think. We'll be discussing more example when we do some kind of a revision for the entire topic. I want to finish this topic first and then we will discuss more example on this, right? So in the next class, we will continue with the further discussion. Regarding your mid-sem examination, we have already given you the syllabus and from my portion, you will have a descriptive question. So there will not be any MCQ. There will be three questions and you will be supposed to write 2 out of 3 and each will carry 5 marks. So that will be my uh, mid-sem portion. Okay, I will post the questions on the classroom. You write it down on the answer sheet and you will scan it and upload it. So that will be my pattern for mid-sem examination for data structure. Okay. So that's it for today. See you. Name of PDF should be your enrollment number. Thank you, Piyush. Okay, for reminding me. So name of PDF should be your enrollment number. So that will help me to keep your record in proper way. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next week. Have a good day.